USL Live into the Season 53 Award Show. My name is Romulocks, and this broadcast is a record of the nominations and seasonal awards with the goal of bringing more transparency to the league. To begin this show, I want to first introduce you to the members of the USL Awards Committee. This committee has been selected and approved by the current league administrator, Fausto, along with deputy administrators, tactical and victim. And the goal was to assemble 5 players who would nominate and choose award winners in an unbiased election. Your USL Award Committee members for USL Season 53 are, in no particular order, first up we have Mecca. We have Dracolich.
Hello.
We have Eric.
Fuck Fausto.
We have Staley.
Corn tortillas.
And we have the league administrator himself, Fausto.
Flour tortillas, please.
Yeah, I vote flour as well. That's clear. To help organize this vote, this is the system that we have established in the past. I will begin by announcing the award we're going to be discussing. Each committee member will then be allowed to submit their nominations for that position, up to 3 names if they so choose, and to make the argument for why that player should be the winner of the award. We will then go around the table that way until everyone's had a chance to submit their nominations or to concur with the nominations that have already been proposed. We will then go around the table a final time taking a vote. Whoever gets the most votes in each category will win that award. Should there be multiple people nominated without a clear majority, we will eliminate the player with the lowest votes and then take a new vote of the remaining candidates until a winner is selected. To qualify for awards this season was a little bit different, with each team playing a total of 6 games. So we are requiring participation in at least 4 of those games this season in order to be eligible for a nomination. For class-specific awards, that player must have used that class at least 3 of the required 4 games. All right, so starting us off, Crown of the Flaming Dragon, that is the award that goes to the squad that wins the USL Championship. That is unknown at this time. The second award will be Special Forces Hostility. That is awarded to the deadliest squad. This season, that is season 27, ironically finishing second overall, but first in this category with 437 kills, and Birds have 420, nipping at their heels on that one. Bulwark of the Apocalypse is the next award. That is awarded to the hardest squad to kill, and that one does go to Birds with 141 deaths. Semper Fidelis, that is awarded to the captain of the champion squad. Again, that award is unknown at the time of this recording. So first voting award we come to is a Rage of the Juggernaut. This award goes to the deadliest player in the league. Mecca, if you don't mind starting us out with some nominations.
Absolutely. I'm going to stat nerd out a little bit too, just to kind of set the table. My first nomination is going to be Rio, aka Legacy. Went 37-11 in what I call ranked games, which are OFB, DS, Birds, and Season 27. Went 29-6 versus DS and OFB combined, 8-5 versus Season 27. Pretty high Mecca score, 30%. Next, I'll take Sov, 33-12 against ranked teams. He had 30% kill participation versus Birds and DS, and went 11-5 in a loss to Birds. And then Kaga is my third. He went 25-13, 20% kill participation versus Birds and DS, and was 7-5 versus Birds on loss.
Okay. Next, Draco.
Yeah, I would say Legacy for sure, and then Kaga, and then Sov. Definitely like the deadliest in the whole league this season.
Okay. Eric?
Yeah, it's only between 2 people in my mind, and that's Rio and Sov, and this season I gotta give it to Rio, aka Legacy.
All right. Let's go to Staley.
Yeah, pretty much the same as what everybody else is saying. Going into like the last few weeks of the season, it was maybe like up to 4 or 5 people, like with Kaga and Chompy included in there, but it really is down to Rio and Sov, and I don't really even have to go over the stats. Like, I think Rio just dominated across the board.
Fausto, wrap us up on nominations.
Well, similar to everybody else, I think Rio for sure. I mean, he destroyed my squad, getting 18 kills there. But he's just been consistent overall, week over week. I'm going to say second, Sov. Kaga third, but I would like to give an honorable mention to ESO, just given the fact that OFB did start off kind of rocky, and he was still consistently their killer. I know we're picking 3 players, but I do want to give an honorable mention to ISO as well.
All right, I'll add ISO. So in terms of nominations, I have Rio, Sov, Kaga, ISO. Anybody I'm missing? All right, well, let's take the vote. Go around the horn. Mecca?
I'll take Rio.
Draco?
Rio.
Eric?
Rio.
Staley?
Rio.
And Fausto.
Rio.
All right. Legacy, a.k.a. Rio, sweeps Deadliest with 5 votes. Congratulations to him. Let's next go to Sui's Blessing. This award goes to the finest medic of the season. Nominations, please.
This one was a little bit more interesting to me because there's a couple different things you can judge it by. Is it heals per game? Is it how many times they die? In no particular order, though, my 3 nominations are going to be Havoc, who had 3.1k heals per game. Also had a plus minus in his kill death ratio, plus 0.37, barely positive. Fax had 3.5k heal per game, plus 0.3, so just barely positive kill death ratio. And then Manu is my third one. 3.8k heals per game, so the highest of those 3, and a slightly negative kill death per game of negative 0.17.
Draco?
Yeah, I would have to say Manu and Fairfax are my nominations.
Yeah, it's Manu, Fax, and Havoc for me for nominations.
Staley?
Yeah, like Jordan said, it's super interesting for the medic award this season, where honestly, like based on stats alone, 4 or 5 different players could honestly be considered. Manu had a really great season, maybe one of his best seasons yet, led the league in healing. Havoc was obviously good as always. I will say in regards to his kill numbers, so like if we're looking at just playoff squads, the top 3 squads rather, all of his kills came versus OFB in the game where OFB essentially ran it down versus season 27.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get any kills versus Dark Slayers or Birds, so I don't know about that one. And then, yeah, obviously Fax, who was super consistent, high healing, and I think the lowest death count in the league for a medic, so that's always a big plus.
Fausto?
I'm going to go with Manu number 1. Number 2 is going to be Fairfax. And number 3, I'm going to go ahead and put Stavidine in there. I think it's been pretty consistent overall, given the circumstances. He's put up some big numbers, consistent numbers. His ratio doesn't say everything he's kind of done. I'm not too sure, Jordan, what his dart count was. I don't know if you have that on record, but I did see him hit quite a bit of darts as well.
All right, so currently for nominations, I think I have Havoc, Fairfax, Manu, and Stavadine. Yeah? Let's go around and...
Yep.
I'm sorry?
Just confirming, yeah.
Yeah, let's go around and vote. Mecca?
I'm going to take Manu here.
Draco?
Manu.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm going with Manu as well.
Staley?
I would go with Fax off eye test.
And Fausto?
Manu for sure.
All right. Manu wins it 4 votes to 1. So Manu takes it. Honorable mention for Fairfax. Congratulations to those guys for Sui's Blessing. Let's move on to no errors in the system. This is awarded to the player or players with the most kills in the season. That this season in season 53, that'll go to Machu, a.k.a. Kaga, with 92 kills overall. Let's go next to the Allied Force. This is awarded to the player who best supports their team. And if anybody wants to talk about their voting criteria for that, I think we've talked about how there's a lot of definitions for the word support.
Agreed. I know last season we kind of went more of a people who play support classes, but last season as well, I think King would have fell whether he's playing support or not. So it's a little muddy. This year, I went just basically pure on who supports their team the best, because not a lot of picks for support classes this year. You don't want to vote for 2 people. So my nominations were Jeff, aka Colossal. I'll break some stats down too. 18% of Bird's team assist points when in game was Jeff. Also, 51.3% of Jeff's total points were assist points. So his kills might have looked down on this season, but he was involved in over half of Bird's kills when he was in game. So that's crazy to me. My number 2 is Splitta. 15% of his team's AP was him, and then 46% of his total points were assist points. And then last, I had a few, but I think I'm going to side with Chuck here. 15% of team's AP is Chuck, and then 30% of his total points are AP, which makes a little bit more sense for Chuck because he was AT, so he's not going to get as many assist points as the other guys. So those are going to be my 3.
Very interesting votes. Draco, let's go to you.
Yeah, my 3 are going to be Colossal, Splitta, and the Great Chompy.
What's the reason behind Chompy, if I can ask?
I just feel like with conjunction with him and Rio, I think it makes Birds just the ultimate team, like the toughest team in the season right now.
Okay. Let's go to Eric.
Yeah, my 3 are Colossal, Splitta, and Danny.
I sense the reluctance in your voice, kind of threw up a little bit in your mouth, it sounded like, but
Yeah.
vote and Splitta. Okay, Staley?
I mean, looking strictly at the numbers, it's hard not to call out Colossal / Jeff here. He was an assist point god, putting in all kinds of damage, so others, not me, could come in and clean up. He helped make everyone on Birds, again, not me, look better. And also, can you name one other player that got 6 MVP awards? I don't think so. After that, I'm still gonna throw King on here because I don't think it's like right to just not include him at all. He still put up really good numbers playing nothing but support classes, and was really effective throughout the season. And then lastly, I have Sav, and that might be a weird one, but when's the last time he played a season where he wasn't like the primary leader? I'm assuming he's been helping like Pister out with shot calling and whatnot, and he's been a deadly ass killer while like having one of the highest kill participation rates, which I saw courtesy of Jordan's charts.
Okay. Let's go to Fausto.
So the way I viewed this award was similar to a couple of others here, where I kind of viewed not only just stats, but overall involvement with their squad and what they kind of do on a week in, week out basis. In no particular order, I'm going to say Chompy, just because he's been a very important piece of the puzzle for Birds. He is able to solo, play support classes, whatever you need him to do. He's very vocal, and he'll also help shot call. And on top of that, he hasn't been in the league very long. I think it's only been, 3 seasons now? And he's moved up in the ranks substantially. Second person, I'm going to go ahead and put Sav, similar to what Staley just mentioned. Him allowing to just kind of kill and spread around the map, just his validity with how the maps play, when to push, when to fall, and shot call is paramount to what season 27 has and what they will bring to the table in the playoffs. For my third piece of the puzzle, I'm going to go ahead and put Dead, aka Abith. Not just he's in a squad with me, but what he does, I think he has the most Biodart hits for the season, if I'm not mistaken. But he's a very vocal player and is always in the right place at the right time and is always on during the week to squad battle and get the guys and the troops moving. Honorable mention, if you would have hit the threshold, would have been Ninja, aka Aries. Unfortunately, only had 3 games, but he's been a huge asset to Weaponize Autism. I just wanted to give him a special shout out there.
Okay. Since we had
Also,
an addition, I'll add Ninja on there as kind of a third. What'd you say, Eric?
I was going to say, how are you going to add somebody to the support award list when they pulled the Big Bird special and had a game with 0 points against the playoff squad?
Come on, Eric. You don't bring Big Bird into this.
All right. So we for nominations we have Colossal, Splitta, Chuck, the Great Chompy, Danny, King, Sav, Dead, and finally Ninja. Let's hear some votes. That's a lot of people to vote for. Mecca, who you got?
Yeah, this might be the most people ever nominated, but I'm going to go with Jeff just because the insane amount of assist points he had.
Draco.
The Great Chompy.
Eric.
I'm gonna go with Jeff as well. He's just been very consistent for Birds. Again, his kills don't show it, but man, the assist points are there.
Okay, 2-1 right now. Let's go Staley.
TG knew it all along. It's Jeff, MVP.
And Fausto.
I'm gonna say Chompy.
All right, 3-2 in a close race at the end. Colossal takes it with 3, Chompy with 2. Congrats to both those guys, and especially Colossal there. Let's go to a new beginning / the Cave Beast Award. This is awarded to the player with the best performance from a lower tier squad. Nominations.
Yeah, this was an interesting year. I didn't see a lot of nominees, and in the past we've had way more. But my nominees are going to be Cal. First year in the league, he was 4th in healing, top 3 in bio darts on a just kind of dreadful squad. So hopefully somebody picks him up next season. I think he's got a bright future. And then I went with Jag, brand new to the league, kind of a troll, but did some work. And I threw Worth in there as well. I know Worth has played before, but this is his first full season. He played 6 games. And at some points in the games, especially against like V2 and Autism, he looked pretty decent. He flashed some serious skills, so I'm going to go Cal Jagworth.
Okay. Draco?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Cal. I mean, he's right up there with Fax with most healing, like 21k. That's quite impressive being on V2. And then also MTR3, he's played pretty solid against some pretty good squads. I think the only thing that might be holding him back there is the last game of the season against Law and Order. I was hoping him to kind of pop up a little bit more than he did. But yeah, those are my 2.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, for me, it's a one-man show. My mind was made up before we even started the show. It's Cal for me.
Staley?
Yeah, I'll just echo Eric. Like, I feel like Cal was really the only actual rookie player that really stood out as somebody who could make the leap. He NT'd for Birds a couple times and held his own. So yeah.
And Fausto.
Cal's gonna be my number 1 pick for sure in this one, just because he is a newer player. If you really want to dig into the KVs, what it really means. Other people that played very well, but they are actually seasoned veterans, are MTR3 and Bowen. But Cal takes a cake on this one.
Okay. In terms of nominations, we've got Cal, Jaguar, Worth, MTR3, and Bowen. Mecca, let's hear it.
My vote's going to be Cal.
Okay. Draco?
Cal.
Eric?
Cal.
Staley?
Cal.
And Fausto.
Cal.
Sweeping it with 5 votes. Cal, congratulations on winning the Cave Beast Award for Season 53. Cobra Kai's Sting is our next award. This is awarded to players who meet the kill threshold during the regular season. The kill threshold for this season was 60 kills, so that lists as qualifying Colossal, Legacy, Tactical, The Gift, The Great Chompy, Sabotage, Samara, The Mountain, Machu, Pister, Sav, and Pandy. Congratulations to all of you this season. Let's move on to Else Dragon's Fire. This is awarded to the best staff member. Nominations, please.
First nomination, I'm going to go Tactical for basically doing Fausto's job for him. Second nomination, I'm going to go Mercy, reffing a ton of games, helping train some of the new refs as well. And third, I'm actually going to slide DP into here too, because DP also reffed a ton of games and was helping other new refs help.
Draco?
Yeah, I'm going to say Mercy and Tactical are my nominations.
Eric?
I'm with Mecca. It's Tactical, DP, and Mercy.
Okay. Staley?
Yeah, I've pretty much copying everybody above. Tactical, like even during SBs or playing games outside of infantry, he was doing staff stuff like stopping and typing during SBs, tabbing out during other games, just help out with whatever was needed. And then Mercy, I mean, what can you say? He signed up for, I want to say, 10 matches this season. Every time I went to like sign up for a match, Mercy had already done it, so made my job easy.
All right, and Fausto.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tactical, Mercy, and Romulocks for my 3.
All
I'd
right.
actually like an honorable mention of Exodus for all the implementation he's been doing with the automation and everything like that. I think that's some solid work that obviously could be better, especially with all the stat tracking as well. So honorable mention to him.
Yeah, it was a lot of work on stuff this offseason. I don't know if he technically staff. I don't even know, but he might as well be.
I mentioned him in the next award.
Okay.
So,
I mean, he's development stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Access is probably more right for the next award, so I'm gonna take him off of this one. I barely qualify as staff, so I don't know if I should, but I'll include myself for now. So nominations are Tactical, Mercy, DP, and Romulocks. Let's vote on this.
I'm gonna go Tactical just for doing so much of the league this season. Well, past seasons too. Just keeping everybody in order and making sure everybody knows what's going on.
Draco.
Mercy.
All right, Eric.
I'm also going to go with Mercy.
Staley.
I gotta go with Tactical.
All right, deciding vote, Fausto.
Tactical.
All right, 3 votes for Tactical, who wins Else Dragon's Fire. Mercy with the honorable mention. Congratulations, and we definitely appreciate the work this season. I think I echo a lot of what was said there. Community Contribution Award. This award goes to the person who contributes the most to the benefit of the USL community. Nominations.
I'm not going to nominate Rom because he wins every year and everybody knows what he does now. So just shout out that I'm not slighting Rom here.
Fair.
I'm gonna go Exodus for all the things he's done, especially even down to team fights. I don't know how many of you guys team fights who are listening, but he's automated everything with that. He did all the stats. He's looking at other stuff. So Exodus is just a huge impact. Second, I'm gonna go with Molo. Created 2 maps already. We actually used one, Morgan Base, and he was very, very respondent to everybody's criticism of the map and was very willing to make changes. So I want to shout out people who make maps, especially because it's huge not having to play on KR and EC every year. And then third, same kind of thinking, I'm going to go SV. Completely transformed Y Station this year. Worked on his own map last year as well, and I think he's got another one in the books now. So I'm going to go Molo, Exodus, SV.
All right, Draco.
My lone one is going to be Exodus. I think he's done a fantastic job so far, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future.
Okay, Eric.
Yeah, Exodus is definitely my number one for the reasons I mentioned, and the honorable shout out for the staff award. Definitely shout out to Molo for the map making, and as Mecca said, he's been very receptive to criticism and making the changes. He's already reached out several times about the new map that he's been making. So looking forward to that. SV is a good one as well for transforming Y Station, aka Lava Station. An honorable mention to Fausto's girlfriend, Eva.
All right. Staley.
I mean, the community award should honestly just be renamed the ROM Award. No one else puts in as much time as he does on the media side of things. Like Jordan said, he wins it every year, but I mean, there's a reason for that. Other than that, we covered Exodus above. Like, all these new features are amazing and will help continue to improve USL. And then the last one, you guys might call me crazy for this one, but I think we have to consider Split. You might be wondering why, and it's simple: G Unit. Everyone jumps on daily with the aspirations of either playing for or beating G Unit. It's like the ultimate goal for every serious USLer, and considering G Unit's undefeated record, it's easy to see why. Like, without Split, we don't have G Unit. Without G Unit, we don't have a league or probably even infantry. So shout out to Split.
Wow, big words there. Fausto, go ahead.
That's a lot of kombuchas for my friend there.
Give us the LTDN view.
Yes, I'm going to go with Staley first. Romulocks, alluded to, you win pretty much every season, but it's well deserved. You do a lot for the community, and I think the biggest thing is the engagement and the fact that people actually look forward to the content that you push out. So I'm gonna do Romulocks. Second's gonna be Exodus. He was very responsive when him and I and Tactical and Victim were talking to him about what we kind of wanted to implement, as well as Bowen. And he tweaked it, and there was a little bit of a few mistakes or errors, and he jumped on them and fixed them week over week. The third player I'm gonna go ahead and pick is gonna be Champion, just because the website, it just flows seamlessly with Discord now, and there's really no hiccups. And without the website, I mean, it's very hard to manage and oversee a league, whether it be a squad captain, co-captain, or a staff member alike. Those would be my three. And to Staley's point, I will say that without G Unit, there is no LTDN. Damn.
All right. Well, some interesting nominations here. We got Exodus, we've got Fly Molo, we've got the Mountain, Eva, Romulocks, Splitta, and Champion. Never thought I'd say Eva and Romulocks for that reason in an order. All right. What's the voting, Mecca?
I'm gonna go Exodus.
Draco?
Exodus for me as well.
Eric?
Exodus.
Staley?
Yeah, Exodus is a good call.
And Fausto?
Well, it doesn't really matter now. Exodus going to win, but I would say Exodus as well.
Absolutely. Sweeping it, the award with 5 votes. Community contribution goes to Exodus. Appreciate all you did for the league this season, my man. Let's see here. Next, we have Heart of Gold Award, a.k.a. the Sportsmanship Award. This goes to the person who best promotes friendship and kindness in this league full of trolls and savages. Nominations, please.
This was the toughest nominee list because everybody here's a troll and everybody hates each other. But I boiled it down to a few. Exodus, aside from Bax, likes most everybody. Started a new squad, helped with CF, been a good sport all year. So shout out to him. Smackrock, I always nominate him. Keeps his squads together. Who knows what that squad would be without Smackrock? So shout out to him as well. And I don't really have a third. So I'm gonna skip my third. So I'll just say those two.
And the first one was Axis, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Draco?
Yeah, I will definitely say, man, this is a tough one. Man, gotta give Iceman some credit, He had to sit out that one game. He should have been in. Justice for Iceman.
Okay.
And then also Pandy as well. I'm gonna shout out Pandy.
All right. Let's go to Eric.
Yeah, for me, it's only 2 people. Smackrock, and then my actual vote would be for Pandy. Nobody else in this game is as much of a troll as he is super positive, and I guarantee you he kept Bird level-headed when like Josh and I jumped ship and helped keep weaponized autism afloat, essentially, especially with his play, but again with his attitude. So yeah, Pandy.
All right. Staley?
Yeah, so for my first one, nominating Stavidine here is pretty much the easiest nomination of my life. I dare one of you to say something bad about Stavidine right now, like anyone. Yeah, I don't think you could. No one would dare say anything bad about him because it's pretty much the same thing as saying Hitler was right. I'm pretty sure he has only said 2 things at various points this season, and those are pretty much what a game or GG. He doesn't just embody the meaning of Heart of Gold, but rather when we think of Heart of Gold, we think of Stavidine. After that, we have Fairfax. I'm not sure if my other nominees even matter after what I just said about Stavidine, but I'll give it a shot anyway. I feel like everybody likes Fax, even if they jokingly pretend they don't. Like I have never met anyone who didn't like Facts. Nice guy all around. Happy to NT for anyone, etc. Those are my two.
All right. And Fausto?
Great points. You took my thunder there, Staley. I was going to say Stabby D #1 for sure. Just positive overall guy. Even on Discord when it's just off topic, not even infantry related, just nicest dude. Second, I'm going to go ahead and pick Pandy for kind of what Eric alluded to, and third was a tough one for me. And maybe he's trolling me, but I think Chompy seems like a pretty decent human being as well. I haven't had any issues with him. He's NT'd for us a bunch and always positive on the mic and on Discord and in game. So that's what I got.
Absolutely. I like this list, guys. Nominations for the Heart of Gold include Axidus, Smackrock, Iceman, Pandy, Stavadine, Fairfax, and the Great Chompy. Who you got, Mecca?
All right, I do need to have one stat correction on Staley. He did say a third thing. He said I missed Gilded Age for this in the last blowout loss he had at the end of the season. Other than that, I'm gonna vote Smackrock.
Interesting. Draco.
Pandy.
Okay. Eric?
Ooh, it's tough. I'm gonna switch from Pandy and go Stavadine. I see what Staley's doing. He's trying to get the Jason to come home meme a reality. I'm gonna beat him to the punch. Stavadine.
Okay.
Damn.
Staley?
I mean, you heard what I said. It's got to be Stavadine.
I said what I said. If Stavadine's got 2, Pandy with 1, Smackrock with 1. Fausto, what are you doing?
Stavadine for sure. No questions.
All right. Well, Stavadine will win it with 3 votes. Smackrock and Pandy with honorable mentions. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Stav, aka Jason, the man. I totally agree. You're an awesome dude. Number 14 is Fantasy Award. Bonds' team Cave Beasts finishes in first place with an impressive 2,116 fantasy points on the season. Sabotage's Team Sabotage comes in second with 2,082 fantasy points, and Mecca's Lady Knight comes in third with 2,055. But if you're not first, you're last, as they say. No awards for Sabo and Mecca here. Sorry about that. Let's
Justice
go.
Christ, man.
Let's go to Cry of the Warhawk. This is awarded to the MVP of the league. Nominations, please.
I actually have 4. I know I'm breaking the rules, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do, you know what? No, I'll just do 3. I'm going to do Rio, 1 deadliest, crazy amount of assist points. I know he's very vocal on Discord as well, helps side lead. So Rio number 1, in no order so far. Sov number 2, same reasons as Rio. Second in deadliest, side leads, very vocal, helps strategize, gets all the kills. And then third, I'm actually going to do Manu. I think without his medding, and I heard he led the last match against Birds while Fausto was drunk and muted on Discord. So if you're the best med and you're also leading or side leading every game, I think you deserve recognition as well. So Rio, Sov, Manu.
Okay, Draco?
Yeah, so I have Legacy, Pandy, and Sov.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
gonna echo Mecca here and go Rio, Sov, and Manu.
Interesting. Staley?
I just have 2 of what everybody else is saying. Obviously, Sav, an incredible player. Everyone knows this. Arguably, but arguably, his biggest tribute was taken away this season, in that he's not leading despite being the best leader in the game. Normally, I'd say Sav is a shoo-in for MVP because of his killing potential combined with that leading. But I think because he wasn't the primary leader this season, it opened up the door for Rio, who, as Jordan said, he's not only the deadliest player, but he helps lead, shot call, everything. Rio's does everything. So what else can you say?
Okay. And Fausto?
So correction, I was not drunk on Sunday, Jordan. So that's bad intel. That sounds like
Yosh.
after dark drama then. Oh, that was from Yosh? Okay.
Yeah.
My picks are gonna be these Mercy for just repping a bunch of games. I mean, we need refs, so we need to acknowledge that. I'm going to say Pandy for number 2 because I think Eric mentioned that he kept kind of Big Bird level-headed throughout the disdain of what Eric and Jordan both did to that squad and just left them high and dry. And he
Jordan
stuck it
do to
through.
him.
And number 3, I'm actually going to give it to Mike CAK Ghost for bringing in a 7th squad and just taking a beating week over week and just showing up and showing out and trying to improve week over week.
Okay. Well, nominations for MVP, kind of unusual nominations this season, but we've got Rio, Sav, Manu, Pandy, Mercy, and Ghost. Take it away, Mecca, of voting.
This is going to seem biased, but I'm going to say Sav because I think if you take Sav away from season 27, they're a lot worse squad than if you take Rio away from Birds. Even though Rio was deadlier and also shot calls, I just think season 27 wouldn't be nearly the squad without Sav. So I'm going to vote Sav.
Okay. Draco?
So it's going to be for Pandy.
Interesting. This could go places. Eric?
It's a tough call for me between especially Sav and Rio. I kind of agree with Mecca's point though. If you take Rio off of Birds, they're still very, very competitive. If you take Sav away from season 27, they're probably 3rd or 4th seed, maybe even 5th, depending on who all shows for them. So I got to go with Sav.
All right. Staley?
Like I said, Sav didn't lead this season. You're taking away his biggest strength, so I got to go with Rio on this one.
All right. So we've got 2 votes for Sav, 1 for Pandy, 1 for Rio. Fausto, where are you?
So this award is called, awarded to the MVP of the league. So I'm not too sure why we're talking about supporting their squad the best. I think it's overall league. If that was the case, it should have been considered for the Allied Force Award. So, I think I'm gonna have to go with Pandy on this one, which I think makes it tied with Sav. Just from what I said, is that I think without him, I don't know if Weaponized Autism would have survived.
Well,
after what kind of happened.
This is very interesting now. Sav versus Pandy. The only vote that did not vote one of those people was Staley. Staley, who would you put your chit in on their score? Could have said.
I mean, to me, like MVP should be on field stats, like not just what they did as, like obviously I get Fausto's point with like Mike C and whatnot, but MVP is MVP. It's the best player, the most valuable player. So if it's not Rio, then I have to go with Sav.
Okay, Sav will take it with 3 votes. Pandy with an honorable mention, and Rio also with an honorable mention. Congratulations to Sav for winning MVP of season 53. All right, guys. Well, that will do it for the season 53 awards roundtable. I'd like to thank the members of the awards committee for joining me on the special show today. We had Mecca, Draco, Eric, Staley, and Fausto. This has been Romulocks, and you've been listening to the Unified Skirmish League Season 53 Award Show. Congratulations to all the winners. We'll see you all again in Season 54.
Meow.